10 seconds to go.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DACC qualifiers. I am Luminous, I'm going to be joined by Ailson, and you are watching the Group A matchup between NextGen and WG.Unity, with WG up 1 game in this best of 3. And right from the get-go, NextGen says no Meepo, no Chen, and seeing the result last game, who can blame them?
I think banning out Meepo is definitely something they needed to do. I don't think they were prepared to deal with it, but I don't think you really needed to worry too much about the Chen. But we'll see how they adapt. They just completely don't want to deal with either of them. But by banning out those two heroes, I kind of fear for them because Warriors Gaming is just gonna completely ignore any strat that involves both of those heroes, and they're just gonna run a completely different 5-man lineup that they're used to. And that's like what Warriors Gaming is really good at. It's just 5-manning and deathballing you to death.
Yeah, and one of the best heroes that they do have for that is the Ajit Luna. He's extremely comfortable with the hero. I think we've seen them, like, when they went up to Faceless or when they went up against TNC, this was the hero that they try to put Ajit on. And I'm not sure whether they have great success, but it's at least he's comfortable with the hero. Now, with that said,
I think they had good success with Luna in every single set except for against Faceless.
Okay. Actually, they beat Faceless 1 game, right?
Radiant's ban.
Like, WG was the one team that beat Faceless, that broke the run to...
I thought that was Execration.
Was it Execration? Maybe you were right.
I think it was Execration.
Oh, okay, and I'm pretty sure there was Luna in that game involved as well, but... Okay, I'm just remembering wrong then. But one thing for sure is that WG do like to run the Luna-Chen combination, so at least in this game it's not available to them.
10 seconds to go.
They have the Ben Slaughter though. It's like you said, it's a specialty.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like X-Nova Slaughter, I suppose.
Reserve time.
Like, for example, if we see some sort of an off lane, but generally just only pair with Darkseer. I haven't seen it being paired with other heroes too much.
I think it's pretty good if they end up getting something like Underlord. I think Underlord is a really good pick here for Warriors Gaming if not banned out.
By the way, Underlord was completely ignored in the last draft, which I found somewhat odd, especially for the next gen team, because we keep saying they need counter push.
Dyer's pick.
They didn't pick it up.
They were kind of like, well, actually no, that's a good point. They weren't locked in completely. It's like you said, they could have just sneak support, yeah. So surprising to see that it's still just ignored right now.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna see most likely a Juggernaut mid.
5 seconds.
Well, probably only Juggernaut mid, because I've never seen Luna in any other role other than carry.
Reserve time.
Offlane Jug.
Offlane Jug. Ice did it a couple of times. Was not great, but
yeah, it's pretty much gotta be a mid Jug.
yeah. I mean, doesn't this open things up for like an Ursa pick? And your lanes are somewhat static. I'm not sure if I like Jug so early, honestly.
I think the mid Jug is just because even if you get a bad matchup, it's not going to be bad to the point where if you picked any other mid hero, you could potentially just die to a Shadow Demon Mirana combo. Okay. Jug's like one of the only heroes that can actually survive it.
Well, that's more so on a mistake by the Mirana, right? Because unless... Have you tested this? Like, can you spin out of this?
We actually went through this,
like,
and I am going to say that you can still spin, but people have told me that if the arrow is perfectly on top of Juggernaut, you can actually hit him before he could spin. And I would totally believe that, but the timing on that sounds pretty ridiculous.
So what you're saying is you don't know.
I'm gonna say I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna say the timing is gonna be very, very strict to the point where the success rate is not going to be very high.
Okay. I really like this LC pick for a couple of reasons. First of all, the press the attack is quite good against the Slaughter Corrosive Haze, so that's gonna be used throughout the game. The overwhelming odds is gonna be decent against Luna in the kind of the mid to late game stage once Mantis comes online. And if you want to put LC against Jug mid, I think that's actually a very favorable matchup for the LC.
Yeah. Definitely a good matchup for the Juggernaut. And She's also a hero that we kind of overlooked. You said a Pit Lord is really good for turtling or defending.
Yeah.
LC is actually pretty good at it too.
What else would have been a good pick last game, you think?
5 seconds.
Against
I would have
Meebo,
to.
Chen creeps.
I think Pit Lord is better.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, we're gonna see
Yeah.
we're gonna see a Morphling, and 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a pure Morphling, but you know, Ice does play offlane stunning Morphling, so it's not completely out of the question.
I think it's gotta. It should be a carry Morphling because carry Morphling here is really good because if the game is pretty even,
Mm-hmm.
Morphling out carries Luna really hard, and he also does really well against Juggernaut.
Yep. And also, you know, randomly in the mid game, getting a Jug Illusion to like chase down support is also not too bad. Although I think you just generally want Luna illusions.
10 seconds to go.
The only thing I worry for this kind of draft is that Morphling really needs the help. And if he doesn't get the help and Shadow Demon Mirana are always doing their own thing, he could get pressured into the point where he's not going to be able to farm very well.
Against a Slardar, I would say that if Morphling gets like quick boots and maybe like a level or 2 ahead of the Slardar, I think he should be fine, yeah?
It's just, I don't think it's about having boots. I think it's more about just what they end up picking for the last pick for Warriors Gaming.
Like more so, like let's say if they Ogre and put Slardar Ogre top, then the supports are married to the lane essentially, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see a mid-Ember safe lane Morphling and an off-lane LC. Not sure if I'm a big fan of the mid-Ember versus Jug. I feel like Jug handles that matchup pretty nicely.
10 seconds to go.
You can spin away the Fire Remnant,
definitely.
and then, you know, in fact, he could go on you offensively regardless of Flame Shield. So,
Reserve time.
not sold by the draft.
You have to remember that there's also a Disruptor, which I think is pretty good against Ember, and Slardar is also really good against Ember. Although it does kind of depend on the start Slardar has.
Yeah.
But if Slardar has a decent start, Ember is pretty much going to die in one crush throughout the entire game.
I mean, Ben got a 10-minute blink last game, so. Ooh. So support Slardar or support Nyx?
This is looking like a support Disruptor in Nyx.
I think so too, mostly because Ben really enjoys playing Slardar, one of his best heroes. So, watch, they're gonna do the other way around.
I wanna see some next level plays from the Nyx.
Block arrows.
Just anticipating ganks, and then you just walk in front of the arrow and Carapace.
Okay. I mean, you still get stunned too.
As long as you're not setting yourself up for a 5-second stun, I think it's all right.
Okay.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
But the draft from NextGen is, in my opinion, kind of greedy. It like really requires the Mirana and SD to actually make kills happen in every single lane, because the moment they leave their core's side, I think the lane just gets bullied really hard. So even if they make kills happen, they're going to kind of suffer and farm. Is kind of how I feel about it.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be an X-Nova support Slardar instead.
Yeah, and it is Ben on Nyx.
Okay.
So we were right. They swapped it up for us.
And I think the other big question is whether we're gonna see some sort of offensive trialing with Luna, which is also kind of a possibility. And put Ben in the safe lane, give him the 1v1 against LC. I still think that LC has the favorable matchup there.
30 seconds to go.
But Ben will probably get a lot of farm. But instead, we're going to see the standard stuff here from WG as well. Defensive trialing versus the LC.
I think this tri lane is strong enough to just force him to go jungle. And since he has PMS, this might be bad for him.
Well,
Oh, they want to fight for this.
straight up invasion here to the NG. Arrow? That's gonna hit, and they take the rune, and now the Flame Guard has been turned on. Instead, they want Afu instead? I think they should have gone for X Nova.
Don't worry, they got him anyways.
Okay, that's first blood. They maybe want a little bit more. Afu taking a ton of damage from these right clicks. Overwhelming odds, not necessary as DBD, DBB. Sorry, picks up a kill with the overwhelming odds and the right clicks.
These supports need to get back here fast. I don't think you want to give this LC the quick level 2.
Yeah. Well, I think he's gonna get
Alright.
it by the time they come
He's gonna
back.
get it. Yeah, he's like nuking the wave, so this is just really smart by him.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunate start for Warriors Gaming. That was just a very nice arrow from I don't even know how you pronounce this name. C isn't real.
Seal isn't real.
Do you pronounce it as seal? Why is the L capitalized?
Why not? you know Seal, the Pokemon that evolves into Dugong? Yeah, that isn't real. Confirmed.
Yeah, I ain't a nerd. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways,
Of course you know what I'm
top lane.
talking about.
oh, they missed the stun, unfortunately. Oh, he's still taking so much damage.
Yo, man.
That would actually would have been a kill if Ben hit that stun.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he missed it.
I mean, he was just going all strength, that armor, going low fast.
But this is kind of what I mean. They really need the SC and Mirana to do very, very well. Otherwise, I think the other lanes might suffer. Oh, Nana is actually
He's fine.
really low.
His HP, yeah, his HP is pretty low. His shield runs out, and Nana turns around, gives him a crit or two. He had Fairy Fire, so I guess he wasn't too
Yeah,
afraid.
he wasn't.
Soldier's fortune.
The prize is mine.
A gift from the Tempest.
Although this LC is doing really well. He's not really suffering because of that early double kill that they got.
Yeah. Well, Ben being forced to go up top is kind of the big deal for him, right? Like, Disruptor honestly isn't just pretty bad at, like, zoning people out.
I think with the Luna, it's not that bad. I think Thunderstrike is pretty powerful, and with the Glimpse, you can really
Force
threaten
kills.
the offlaner.
Yeah.
Because you can just right-click people to death.
I guess that's fair. I was thinking that, you know, without Thunderstrike, he isn't the best, but, you know, Luna helps out.
And Thunderstrike is no joke. Just level 1. Does 40 damage and hits 4 times. It's 160 damage. I don't really know of any other single target nuke that does that much.
How much does, like, level 1 Shackle do?
No idea.
Did they buff Shackle a bit? Probably not 160.
Probably not 160. Oh, Ben is just getting his levels now. I think X Nova can just leave, but even if he leaves, he doesn't really have anything to gain in other lanes, so he's just gonna have to share EXP here. There's no real kill potential in any other lane. It's kind of hard for him to gank mid.
Maybe, like, at Nightfall? Like, you walk behind the Ember. But,
Probably he needs level 3 if he wants that kind of kill to happen.
oh. What happened bottom?
Weakness.
I think he hit an arrow on Ajit.
Yeah.
I
mean,
actually
that-
missed that too. I was looking at top.
There's no way, right? Because something you keep saying is that the Shadow Demon and the Mirana needs to travel together, and I just don't think the Luna expected that kind of rotation without the Shadow Demon. And a straight arrow just got him in the face, I guess. So
This Mirana is actually doing really well right now.
yeah.
This reminds me of the Febby Mirana. He's just arrowing creeps like nonstop,
Yeah.
and then when he goes into a lane, he makes it count. Like he hits those important arrows, gets a kill with it. So all of his arrows are just adding up, and he's already got arcane boots.
Alright, he's kind of perched on the bottom, but very heads up. We already have WG dropping a ward that likely will see a lot of the Mirana rotations.
Oh, we got an SD TPing bottom.
Yeah. I think that was pinged out though.
Hands to yourself.
And the creep wave is in a fairly awkward position.
They shouldn't know he's here unless he walks into the ward.
And he
Because
will.
Luna night vision isn't that far. They shouldn't have any idea that SC is down here.
Meanwhile,
Middle lane.
what's that?
Omni slash on the Ember.
Ajit gonna get disrupted. Where's the arrow? There was no arrow.
No, because Mirana TP'd mid to try to help the Ember.
Well, they're pinging Afu out, and DBB is getting a lot of movement speed thanks to overwhelming odds. Look at these right clicks. Afu's gonna try to cut through. Okay, kinetic field, not gonna trap him in. Meanwhile, Eclipse gonna get used here, and most of the beams going onto the LC. LC trying to pour it out there, but great stun by X Nova is gonna cancel that TP. He still wants to go back in for Afu. One more right click. Oh, he doesn't get it. All right, that was cutting it close. But good TP by the Slaughter and the Eclipse. A defensive usage, but a pretty good one.
I think killing off the LC is super worth it at this point because he got so much in the off lane.
Yeah.
He's like a very high reward target right now. Oh, Invis bottom. Are they trying to bait him? Yeah, they're trying to bait him. X Nova knows they're trying to bait him.
Yeah, both teams have wards here. Now, it's not too uncommon where an LC has decent laning stage and then just get killed a couple of times. And just kind of fall off and never get your blink. So that's something that he needs to watch out. Maybe just play it safe. And
He's just gonna load up on stats, like
Yeah.
just really tank up. Doesn't need the initiation, so he's gonna get his power treads and then he'll have like 1200 life.
Here comes a gank party, but they don't have Afu's ult, so Ben needs to hit a stun out of Invis. Which, porting away.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
They completely left this bottom lane.
Oh, they're going on Ajit. Ajit does not have the ult just yet. A waveform is going to probably get the kill. Nice stun here from Nova. Okay. Ooh, he did not get the waveform off. Looks like the fire's going to burn him down.
that
Here
was
comes
so
Ben.
close.
Spike Hairbus is going to get a secondary stun. Where's the stun? The stun's going to hit here from X Nova. Defensive disruption's going to come through, but he's out of mana.
He has
so
no mana.
Yeah, he can't jump out. And they're actually going to get a glimpse back here as well. Omni Slash going to clean up one kill. Impale is going to set up another. WG. Rotating a little bit quicker than NextGen is able to bring like 4 up top immediately.
On the bright side, that final searing chains baited out the Omni Slash from Nana at least.
Okay. Put on
Final
cooldown.
sad boy again. Oh, dodges the impale.
Yep. And meanwhile we had DBB taking a tower bottom, so good stuff.
This is like really scary for next gen. You don't want to pick an Ember and have him fall behind too hard. Otherwise, he's gonna be fairly useless
Prize is mine.
in the mid game.
Yeah. And this is something that you kind of mentioned during the draft is the possibility of a death ball. You do see Luna rotating in to set things up like that. The thing about him is he still has Eclipse, so if he wants to hang around the team and fight a little bit more, he can. Ben's gonna go Invis, search for a kill. Alright, Impale's gonna hit,
Yeah.
and they drop Eclipse for that. Perhaps a little bit overkill, but they want to make sure that nobody comes around, like Shadow Demon pops up with Disruption or something.
Alright, Afu is about to get his level 6. I think once Eclipse is about back up, it's where they begin to just shove every lane together.
Yep.
Because that's about the time Luna's about to finish the Helm of the Dominator as well. They should be more than ready to just group up.
Luna's fairly underfarmed, honestly. Like, if you compare Juggernaut's net worth to Luna's, Jug's about 1,000 ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Luna was pretty pressured in the bottom lane. I think a lot of it had to do with just dying that one time
Yeah.
to be getting arrowed. Because Elsie was challenging her farm to begin with anyways.
Well, once she gets the Helmet Dominator going, her farm will speed up pretty nicely.
I think the whole team will be farming pretty nicely because they're gonna just shove every tower together.
Alright. Moonlight Shadow gets used here. Shadow Demon looking for that disruption. As well as DBB looking for a duel. No sentries at the mid lane.
They saw the fade with the ward at their top shrine.
Okay. Yeah.
So dodging the Moonlight pretty useful. Base out a spin, but not much is going to happen with this. And NextGen just wasting a decent amount of time here. Warriors Gaming dodging a bullet.
Yep.
They smoke up.
Well, here's the thing. You see that stashed Blink Dagger on LC? It's gonna be a Luxac and find a face rune, but man, that could have been bad.
Oh, they see Ajit.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
They need to be really careful here, though. He's standing next to a shrine, and if they catch him at the shrine, there's a possibility that Ajit won't even die.
Well, we do have a defensive smoke coming out here from WG as well here. Smokes
Trying to bait out Ajit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get an engagement here. There's definitely gonna be a team fight here.
Link Crush. Where's the static storm? Okay, the storm is. They need kinetic field on top of that here, and he's gonna walk away. But the beam.
Oh, that beam!
Just gonna be enough time. Impale's gonna hit on KL7. That's a buyback coming out from the M-Sphere there, but they will lose the Shadow Demon immediately. Oh, he can't get off the duel, and now the Eclipse is gonna come down, hitting on only 2 targets. That's a lot of damage. DBB is gonna go down. The beam's gonna hit on different heaven. It's gonna be forced to jump away. Do they have Eclipse? Is the question. They have Eclipse in 2 seconds, and they have vision on different heaven. I think he's just dieback. Unless he could get off another jump right now.
He's gonna have to time it perfectly.
Oh, okay. He's out of glimpse range, I think.
Yeah. That was good recognition from the Ember Spirit.
But regardless, that was a reveal of the Blink Dagger on the Slaughter, and I gotta say, it was super effective.
And there was also a reveal of the Blink Dagger on Legion.
Yeah,
Not very effective.
That did nothing. And now they're gonna draw arrows on the line to signify these tier 1 towers are about to go down.
They also got a buyback out of the Emperor, tier 1, no deaths in return. That was just a disaster for NextGen.
Yeah.
And I thought it wouldn't be so bad because they managed to save Ember the first time, but a perfectly timed beam as he was exiting the static storm sealed the deal.
These kind of
And then they tried to fight.
These kind of AoE stuns and silences have like a sticky timer, and that extra 0.25 second or whatever it was made all the difference there for the Remnant not being able to fire off. Ben's gonna walk into a sentry range, and they see him spike.
Wait. Ooh.
Okay, the blink duel's gonna be there. So that was just strange, right? Like, you see this coming, you don't turn on fire because you get spiked, but then I guess you do because you have LC behind you.
I think he was baiting Nyx for sure.
All right, blink stun here, and
Top
now
lane, they caught out the Morphling again. He's got to be really careful. He has 1 wave.
Oh,
is this going to be enough?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
beam's coming down. Okay, that's a long stun, but
okay, no, it's
glimpse
enough.
back. Okay, they're still thinking about it.
They know reinforcements are here.
Yeah.
Just very well disciplined play from Warriors Gaming.
I mean, WG are putting on pressure, but they don't have to do it in such a way where they go gun-ho and balls to the wall, because they're the one that's ahead right now, so just take any safe kill you could get and be happy with it. That is a brave TP, because Omni Slash is available. Yeah. Nana doesn't even care about him. He's actually going to just chase him and right-click him. Wait, Nyx is coming in. If you can spike him, that's a dead Earth Spirit. Ember Spirit, excuse me.
Oh, they know he's still here. He's
Glimpse?
in a lot of trouble.
Storm?
Oh, he missed the storm, unfortunately.
Yeah, Storm doesn't exactly have the best cast range.
All right, where's the Luna at?
Finishing the Dragonlance.
I'm kind of surprised how no one is buying.
Oh, Blink Crush.
Oh.
That's gonna
Blink
be on
Crush?
too.
Oh, easy double crush.
Yeah. Fortunately, double Impale did not fire off, but KLT's gonna be dead.
Another 2 kills.
That's gonna be 2 towers, I think. Luna dominates a siege unit on the mid lane. That should be able to be an easy mid tier 2. And then they can take the bottom tier 2 if they want, or maybe touch the high ground a little bit.
I was gonna say, for these kind of lineups, I'm surprised like there isn't anyone actively trying to buy like Mech or Vlad's or something like that. I think it's actually really strong for this kind of lineup.
You mean for WG?
Yeah, for WG.
Well, I mean, they do have a healing ward, so it's not 100% necessary, but I do agree that having a Vlad's, I think, would be very nice for the team. Ben coming up top here, Sad Boy trying to solo push on his own. Anybody coming in to help him out?
Yeah, he's just trying to scare him off.
Okay.
Not let him do what he wants. Also trying to not let them know about the Roche shot. Oh, we're gonna have a Roche fight.
Arrow that's gonna hit on Ajit, but nobody's actually taking advantage of that. Different Heaven's gonna go right back in, but the sun is about to end. They're gonna duel him up, and I do believe they will get him. Nana's actually getting demonic perks up. He's still alive right now, trying to get off his
He
ultimate.
didn't lose damage though. Didn't get damage for it.
Okay, well, that's a buyback from Luna. They really want to win this fight. Waveform 4 hitting absolutely nothing. Ben is going to be fine. Meanwhile, Blinky 4 is different. Heaven's going to just get right-click down. Meanwhile, oh, the spike! Oh my god, 3-man crush!
My goodness.
3-man ravage, actually, and the Luna beams on the backline after that buyback. Sad Boy comes in, does get the Juggernaut kill, will die to Ben's Vendetta, and that was a 5-for-2 engagement if you count the buyback. WG flexing their muscles like Arnold Schwarzenegger, just terminating kids right now. And
You talked about Ben liking to play the Axe and the Slardar. I mean, this guy plays Nyx too.
yeah, man. The most impressive thing is he's like stunning it without the blinks, but I guess X
Yeah,
Nova's
no setup.
yeah, X Nova's the setup, right?
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah, X Nova hit like a three-man
three-man crush. So a lot of credit goes to X Nova as well.
Yeah. So despite
Very nice buyback.
yeah, despite the buyback from Ajit, the Shrine just like brought him right back in the fight, and I think if he casted Eclipse there and died, there's no buyback, right? But because he did not cast Eclipse, it was just easy fights.
Yeah. Well, 5-for-2. At least the 2 that NextGen ended up getting was the 2 cores.
Yeah.
They did get the Luna and the Jug. So it wasn't the worst for them. I mean, honestly, if you compare this game to last game, they're in a lot better shape this game.
Yes.
But they still have to fight like very, very hard uphill battle from here.
I know you kind of said that like if it gets to late game, the Morphling is gonna overtake the Luna in terms of carry potential. But my question is like, does it get there? Because the way that you play Luna in this patch is you just group up and push, and Morphling is not exactly the fastest hero to come online, and I think we're kind of seeing that.
He's gonna need a lot more time. He definitely outcarries Luna, but that's only if they're gonna catch him out again. So this is the kind of thing that you don't want to happen for your Morphin.
Okay. Wait. The saves aren't there,
He
and
doesn't have enough mana though.
well, he's just walking out of there because they have the Moonlight Shadow. Ember's jumping crazy a little bit. They killed the healing ward, so yeah, Disruption doing a lot of work. Blink Crush though, did it have detection? X Nova trying to do what he can. The Lincolns are finished, and it's gonna give him a little bit hand.
Another glimpse.
KL7 gonna get picked off, and that's gonna be another tier 2 up top. Meanwhile though, Seal isn't real, is able to split push bottom. It's also almost an axe, so that's not too bad for him.
You mean C isn't real?
Sure. We could ask him after this game.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
That
god.
was like a lot of spells casted. Oh, are they gonna try to glimpse him? Then there's no way you can. Wait. Oh, what? I actually thought that was gonna hit for a second there. Oh, the whole team just rotates bottom. They're gonna go for that last tier too. There's a lot of TPs. That was a really impressive guess by Ben. I actually thought that was gonna hit for sure.
Yeah. A little short. It's okay. I mean, I think Morphling, even after the shotgun, still needs like one more item before he could be truly effective.
He needs the shotgun, and then he probably needs something like BKB right after.
Oh, did they see him? I think they saw him. But they don't care. They're gonna go to the mid towers. The tier towers. Tier 2 towers.
Yeah, just gonna follow him because they know that NextGen have no intention of defending this. So they're gonna push this tier 2 and then go up to tier 3 and force them all back, and then you just go run down to the shrine.
Ben waiting for anybody to TP in right now. But
I
shout
think
out-
he's just keeping track because he knows that they're gonna have to like TP back to defend their tier 3 right
I
now,
see.
right?
Well, KLT is looking to defend. He does make the port home. Is Morphling porting? Not just yet, because the team is not pressuring them, and now the TPs are coming in for him. Stun's gonna hit. They need Storm. Where's the Storm?
They got the glimpse. That's
Okay.
all they need.
The Omni Slash.
Oh, the creeps are all coming up here.
I think he's still dead.
They're still
yeah.
dead.
Corrosive Haze being there.
All right, perfectly executed. Forced everyone back. Even managed to get a Morphling out of it.
Yeah, 2 games in a row now. Afu showing out Morphling, or sorry, showing off the Disruptor. Being fairly good in this meta, I want to say. A lot of these kind of...
Glimpse is OP.
Yeah, Glimpse is OP.
I'm kind of surprised to see him maxing Thunderstrike though. Well, I think normally when you're ahead, it's really good to get extra levels. But I also think it's kind of surprising that he went all in on it.
Maybe he looked over to his Slaughter and his Tidehunter Ravages. It's like, well, I don't probably need more stun because my team is doing all the stunning. So let's just get a bit more damage.
He bought a tome of knowledge.
Okay.
He's holding onto it. Is he gonna give it to someone?
I think last time he did give it to one of his cores. Unless I'm thinking of...
I'm trying to think of like who could possibly really need it.
Nah,
I don't think there's really anyone who really
just get your
needs
12, man. It's worth.
All right, Ben is gonna go for Yule Scepter next. I actually thought this would be one of those games where you could just go straight for Scepter. I think it would actually be pretty good. But Yule's is also really good here. Having an item to break searing change is also always going to be really good.
All right, hopefully
they don't know if this is real. They have to be careful.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right, now it gets pinged out. All right, Moonlight Shadow's gonna get committed here.
They cut their losses. They only committed a Disruptor ulti at least.
Well, would you not push with Disruptor ult? Kind of a key ult, I want to say, in these engagements. Right.
At least they're gonna force everyone back again.
They could glimpse one away, but Disruptor was not really in position. Healing Ward is gonna get dropped. Arrow not gonna hit. I'm surprised to see WG kind of pressuring this much, especially not having Manta on the Luna. Yeah, they're gonna back it off.
I think it's just more of you know, we ended up smoking. We might as well get some kind of value out of it. So the opportunity was there. The creeps are almost to the top lane. You might as well force everyone back, and then you just make some space for yourself.
I guess
But like you said, you know, Manta is definitely something they should wait for if you want to siege high ground.
they might even want to wait for Aegis now, since we're almost there in terms of respawn time. Obviously, they don't know if it's a long or short respawn, but might as well wait.
The timing is around there, so they definitely know that it's gonna be within the next couple minutes.
Okay, Ben scouting things ahead. Stays outside of a sentry range.
It's also nice that Jug has the Manta as well. They can double up on the illusions to siege with.
The Radiant lost the top tower.
Well, Morphling is getting closer to the shotgun. It could be game changing because you can. Oh, X-Nova in the mid lane. He has to be careful.
Blink Duel is coming on him, and here comes all of the nukes. Ember jumps in, pops a veil. Mirana comes in, double star storm. And
that was impressive by LC. It's like really quick execution. He like nuked and then blink dueled immediately. I think it's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah. Maybe Star's just like stunned the ground, the empty ground next to him, expecting an LC to blink in. Maybe that would have been the play. But despite making that good play, that was only the second duel victory for the LC.
A tool to teach.
Despite having such a good laning stage, he kind of just fell off.
It's not exactly easy to get off any kind of duel against this team.
Yeah. Trying to get some vision on him. They have a gem, I believe, on the Disruptor. Impale's gonna miss. They still need a little bit of vision, and Nova not gonna be able to find that crush. Good TP out. They're delaying, but Nana has already found Roche. And he will be able to take it for his team.
And like you said, Manta up on Luna. I wonder if they give this to
Nana?
Nana or Ajit. Oh, okay, they're gonna give it to Ajit. He's making space right now. And it looks like they're gonna give it to high ground.
I think Ajit is probably more important for the team in terms of his damage output, as well as he's probably the better seizure of the two.
Yeah, definitely. They even got that Alpha Wolf now.
Yeah.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
NextGen is doing a very good job shoving out the waves, but I think the push is coming now, whether you like it or not.
Oh, Ben, he's gonna get caught out.
Okay, Blink Duel, that's gonna find him. Do they have enough damage to kill him? Yes, they do. Man, that Veil arrow, my god. Nana's gonna come in. Okay, he's gonna get slowed down. But on the back line, though,
Catching him.
press the attack. He has it available. He'll press it off himself, and Omni-Side's gonna fly out. Doing a ton of damage, but not enough on anybody. The shotgun's gonna be there. That's gonna be one kill here. Different Heaven's gonna go down, and that's another 3-man crush by X-Nova. Ajay on the back line on cleanup, and now they see the Mirana as well. Seal, run Seal. Alright, pop the shrine. Does he actually want to fight this? There's no fighting this, and Seal's gonna go down.
3 down.
And now that opens the mid lane for Ajit.
Still not a terrible trade for them. They still managed to find 3.
3 for
And their
4.
Morphling lives to
Yeah.
see another day, but they're gonna need a little more than this. I think the biggest issue is just the kind of start this Ember had. He's just not really outputting any kind of damage in these team fights. Whereas, like, when you normally see Embers in this patch, they're just, like, destroying everyone in the mid game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is a hard Ember game because of Disruptor, the Spike Carapace, and of course, like you mentioned, one Slaughter stun and I'm dead, right? Like, that's the situation that he's dealing with. So he has to play very, very careful. I gotta say, despite his, like, net worth and score, the fact that he has a Veil is contributing a lot, especially for the Mirana. So he's not exactly dead weight.
That's true.
Like, he's still doing something, but...
So basically what you're saying is he's just a Veil.
He's a support Ember build. And now Ajit is finishing his BKB. Once he has BKB finished, right? Like, what's the goal?
It's done. It's 10 gold away.
Yeah. Is this game done once he finish BKB?
Oh, definitely not. There's always, like, I think there's always comeback potential when you're not so far behind that your Morphling is, like, just does no damage. Like, as long as Morphling is able to do damage, there's always going to be a way to come back because he can easily find pickoff safely.
Of course, he could also get dueled before BKB gets popped, so look towards LC trying to do that. WG always gets himself into this position where they got the full map control, they got the big lead. Finishing the game is kind of a different story though. Here we go. WG's gonna walk up the hill. DBB in a good position on the right side. Uh-oh. Well, L7 was just dead.
It's really, really unfortunate that he's just dead. Oh, Ben
Shotgun?
actually... Oh,
Okay.
that was...
They got the crush back. The storm's gonna be pretty good. The healing ward, nobody's feeling shit. It looks like one shot from the tower did take it down, but that was enough here as Ajit able to pop his ultimate. Buyback coming out, but Morphling without buyback. And like you mentioned, Morphling is really the damage output now. Different Heaven on the back line, trying to go for a kill. Nice dodge here, getting rid of the stun. He's actually really going in, and maybe that's going to be enough to delay. Yes, Sapboy comes back in the fight as well. Pretty good hold so far. They got the Aegis. Nana being chased away as well. Jumping forward, shotgun. That's going to be a duel. Can they actually get the kill? Yes, they finally do. Defended. Very nicely done. Different Heaven just going ham. Maybe heard my comment about him being a support. And was not very happy about that one. Okay.
Oh, is X-Nova going to get out of here?
Yeah, he is.
You're going to steal the double damage.
But
Well, I mean, it was a nice hold, but
how many buybacks did they use? 2 buybacks.
I think it was 2. It should have been LC and Morphling.
Yeah. Morphling didn't have buyback, I think, at the beginning of the fight, and then he probably got like passive gold.
Blessings upon
He did. He killed the Nyx with his E-Blade.
Okay.
He really needs his BKB. That Static Storm just made that fight pretty much impossible for NextGen. They had to buy back for that to work out for them.
Whoa, Ben. Okay. Static Storm.
Oh, yep. No vision. Oh, they're glimpsing out back the Ember Spirit. Oh,
Yo, he actually dodged it. He's fine.
that's
And now
Flight of
Luna.
Fists.
Yeah, did he not have BKB? I'm not sure what the case was. Ben's gonna be able to blink away and probably port home.
I don't think he expected that damage.
Yeah. Oh, Nova might get caught. Here comes Nana. Okay, maybe he was waiting for a jump back, didn't want to Omni, and now Sad Boys on the back line, they're not focusing him. Meanwhile, Ben comes
They
in.
want to chase Sad Boy. They really need to kill off Sad Boy.
Yeah, he's
If they
dead,
kill
right?
him off here, this is big.
He's out of mana. Okay, well, there you go. And now DVD says,
Oh, he's gonna die too.
give me the baton on that Omni Slash. I will
That's-
carry it.
Yeah, that both of them are dead for now.
Yeah.
And well, actually, luckily for them, there's no Luna, so I don't think anything is really gonna come from this.
I mean, Juggernaut's not bad in terms of pushing, and that's 60 seconds without Morphling. He died back in the last fight. Are you sure?
Well, let's see how much they can get out of this.
Are they going bottom instead?
I'll take that as tribute.
Okay, bottom. It is open, so no tier 3 in the way. And Luna.
The wave is so far away, though.
Yeah, Luna doesn't have BLT, but he has a shrine to TP too. I mean, I think he'll get here in time, honestly. Yeah, here we go.
Nana's gonna go for the BKB as well.
Luna's porting in. Should have bought a smoke, just pop it and go.
They got 20 seconds. I don't know if you go for the melee or you go for the range.
I mean, you got Luna, right? You go for both. Alright, both teams dropping a ton of wards.
I mean, it's only 10 seconds. You definitely can't just underestimate it.
If Audrey gets hit by arrow, especially, gotta be
Oh,
careful.
they found an SD again.
SD gonna get caught.
SD is
SD's dead.
Okay, this is easy double racks then.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna just send
Without
the
SD, I don't think you can do anything.
Waves doing work, and Raxus are dead.
Didn't make it.
They probably just back off and oh,
Oh, there's smoke. They wanted to go in again.
the fake
If
back.
they kill
in.
off Emperor.
Yo,
Okay,
they got him. Storm on top, and again, he does not have the BKB. He just melts like paper. On the back line, gonna be nice Omni Slash for him. Okay, the arrow does hit, but nice spike here from Ben as well. And now DBD gonna go down. They glimpse back to Mirana. Mirana is gonna leap away, but the damage that's already done. And Ajit is just going for the throne even. All right.
Well, that escalated really quickly.
Yeah. I mean, the previous hole was good, but like we said, they had to spend all these buyback and got caught.
I mean, the issue is just that they're so reliant on Morphling to do damage. Like, he's actually their only source of damage if they want to kill someone off.
Yep.
Because all the other damage is just, it comes out too slow, and it could be potentially negated just by a healing ward. Whereas you can't exactly, you know, wait for a healing ward to heal you through an Ethereal Blade combo.
Sure.
And without that Morphling, they pretty much just lose a team fight. And 2 buybacks, they just go again, and games is over.
Yeah, I think Shadow Demon getting caught in the beginning of some critical fights is.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
they need SD to keep the Morphling alive. And Morphling probably can't play split push Dota because he needs to be near the Shadow Demon, or the Shadow Demon needs to follow. But whatever the case is, they picked off the Morphling way too many times. 6 death on the Morphling is, in what, 30 minutes of gameplay is probably not what you want.
Yeah, and I still think that, you know, picking the Ember was pretty ambitious, especially after seeing the fact that there's a disruptor and there's still a potential for an offlane counter, which is, you know, the Nyx. They didn't even think about it. Warriors Gaming just picked up the Nyx, and all of a sudden the game is just incredibly hard for Ember Spirit. And when you pick Ember Spirit, you definitely want him to have a good start because he can just snowball out of control.
Yeah. Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast today as we have WG taking a 2-0 sweep over NextGen. Tomorrow we will resume at the same time. We're going to start things off by TNC versus RRQ, and then follow up by Mineski versus Execration. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And that's going to start at 15 SGT, or if you're from Europe, it should be 8 a.m. Sorry, 5 a.m. And if you're from America, it should be like 10 p.m. Pretty good times. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow Ailson at AilsonDota and myself at Luminous Inverse. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. We also have CIS for DAC coming up. And that should be Vega versus Comanche, Empire versus Friends. I don't know who's going to be casting it, so no information there. But the stream should go down and then come back up in not too long. But the matches are scheduled to start maybe like an hour from now, so we might see the stream down for a bit. Anyway, guys, see you tomorrow, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.